After a strong second half of a freshman season and a terrific performance with Team USA, Jaden Ivey came back to Purdue as a sophomore and became one of the most electric players in college basketball. At 6'4", 195 pounds, Ivey showed off his elite athleticism and ability to make plays in many areas of the game, warranting interest at the top of the draft. Pretty quickly in any given game, Jaden Ivey would show off his ridiculous athletic gifts. He's got good size, he's super explosive off both 1 and 2 feet, he's lightning quick, and it shows most in transition.
Now Amori has it taken away! Ivey, uncontested, whoa!
Spacing, watch out.
Decision making of Coach Woodson.
We'll say this, he's never fouled out in his career.
Yes! Steps through, missed it! Guess who did?
Look at that seal.
He's one of the fastest and most exciting I've seen in the open court, and once he got it off the glass or an outlet and saw daylight, he can make some of the best college athletes and fellow NBA prospects look very regular.
Pushed it. Ivey, push it good. Right at Edey, but missed it. And as you said, Robbie, this is a Purdue team that shoots 44%. Hera had it. Ivey spreading through. Ivey to the basket.
Has a good two hands. Oh, that's Ivey. Watch out. Behind the back. Up.
Left it short. Boy liked it as it left his hand, but it was short. Now here comes Ivey. Oh, what a move!
There he is. Here's very forceful he is to make those open looks. Speed. We've seen this all week here. You can't pick up the turn.
Sets and see what happens. Oh, a little fumble out front.
And here's Ivey. Takes it himself. Ivey.
While there are things we'll get into with his half-court offense, Ivey's first step and ability to blow past defenders is elite and part of why his upside is so high. He best takes advantage of that speed with regular old blow-bys. His slow to fast is ridiculous, he's got some hezzies, the push cross is a staple of his, and he'll for sure be a member of the all-cross jab team too.
Williams will never get it.
Ivey! Go straight up with that.
Got a 7'4" guy moving in your hand, though.
I said Swanigan. I was thinking of Caleb Travion Williams with a rebound. Okay, went back in the time capsule.
Ivey has some space, crosses over, stripped.
Building, lifting here. As we get to the final 4 minutes, Ivey
in a tight game.
Completely on par, vital for him to be able to be smart as a veteran player.
I think that's a touch. They were trying to do that. Ivey.
It's fine. Look at this.
Oh, that's Ivey. Here's Paul. Ivey inside. Doubled up for a second. Barlow really doing a pretty good. Trying to stand the Munson. Field so far. Ivey drive.
Noah hanging around. Down 13 and a half, now 9. Shot clock dwindling. Ivey. Wow, that was.
Here's a three-point lead. What a play. There's no guard like him in college basketball for years. Lead is down to 5. Ivey goes crossover. Bingo!
Rutgers run. See if Ivey can get things going. Just 2 points so far.
It's possible. Yeah. Ivey almost slipped again.
Should be a little more lenient with this year. Ivey with a hesitation.
Need a couple stops here to end this half to get some momentum back their way.
Ivey around.
We've already seen him knock down 2 face-up jumpers. Ivey, exquisite pass. And a good offensive start for Yale. Here comes
Ivey. Stayed there. Walker had to heave up a late shot clock 3, and it leads to Ivey in the open court.
Just have to figure out our defense, and then we can play with anyone.
Well, he can get to the rim.
Ivey. You, however, would spike it home. Wow. Ivey down the lane.
His freshman season, Ivey shot about 26% from 3 on 4 attempts, which is obviously not very good. That's something he clearly put an emphasis on improving, and while I wouldn't call this a true strength yet, his progression here is a big reason why he is where he is.
Ivey, step back 3.
Ivey step back 3. Yes.
Lakers look good early, up 8-4. They play Indiana over the weekend as Ivey.
Jarvis hasn't made a 3 all season.
Ivey. Davison missed. Ivey in a hurry, pulling up for three. He tied the
game. Ivey from way rebound for Williams.
That's going to be the game right there for Michigan State. Can you keep Purdue?
It's going to be Ivey with 5 up top, deep 3.
Look how hard these teams are working.
Ivey.
All the Wildcats, but he liked the way they fed the post, and they certainly
making a smart play. And without Geo Baker, the lineup's been shuffled the last few games.
First half. Ivey from the wing. Yes.
So much unfamiliarity between these two programs. Ivey again.
As a playmaker, I'm very intrigued by his ability to command attention and make reads off of it, and he got significantly better in just a year's time. Now, he's not the type of guy who's making the most advanced passes, really controlling the pace, or has the most precision, which is part of the reason I think he's a 2 guard, but he still has some terrific moments in transition, the pick and roll, and off of his own drives that keep you invested.
Ivey thought about the 3, takes flight out to Morton. Things happen because he is a handful when he's coming downhill. You've got to put your body in front of him.
Now Ivey, this is his game, gives it up to Williams.
Look at his speed.
Ivey, Stefanovic.
Nice save by Broham into the hands of the Boilermakers. Here is Jaden Ivey and a 3-ball. Count it.
You did count those paddles, by the way, right?
I always count them.
Here comes Ivey. Full hit.
Ivey down the lane, great pass. Well,
15 against Nebraska, got the win because of the play of Dickinson. They're going to have to be better.
13 down to 2. Ivey back outside. Gillis. Open shot.
Ivey likes it near the buzzer, but he'll give it to Gillis instead.
We'll start off the improvement areas with his in-between game. He's got to be able to better make teams pay, improving his dribble pull-up in the mid-range and his floater. Those are both essential weapons in the pick and roll and in certain isolation situations.
Maybe the paint, lost it. Trying to find some space.
Running at him, and bigs have a tough time closing out under control.
Working off the Edie screen, floater. Ivey. 23 from 3. They were hot early. Ivey
Just wants to take that shot. You can test it a little bit.
Ivey seed, and rightfully so, and looks extraordinarily dangerous. He'll be on the call. That's where he went to school at Howard as well. Ivey with a pull-up for the free throw. A little bit of Illinois doing it to themselves. Ivey picking his way, and he rolled.
Ivey 18 in the first half. That's a long.
Ivey will just pull up from the elbow and a saw.
Now this is sort of the flip side of the raw playmaking talent. He's still prone to predetermining reads over using the jump pass or just getting sped up in general. And he can also improve his ball security, continue to tighten his handle, and cut down on the turnovers that came from him just getting a bit out of control.
It's Ivey with 5 to shoot.
Williams hands it off for Ivey.
deflected. Ivey in the lane, he gets it.
Freeze that easily could have went down, but rebound, one of the better rebounding guards out there.
Bob, let's see if he's. He just throws it out of bounds.
He lost it. Yeah. Ivey, a long reach, explosive athleticism. Back the other way he comes.
Ivey off balance.
3-point line to guard him.
Play come 37% 3 shooter last year.
By Ivey and Purdue. And here he comes, 94 feet of Ivey.
Defensively, he's another one of those guys who's capable, but left a lot to be desired on a consistent basis. He was far too often caught standing or ball watching off the ball, and it led to some easy buckets. His screen navigation was a mixed bag, and it was equally frustrating because it's not that he couldn't, he just simply didn't sometimes. I'm one to usually bet on that attention to detail and focus to improve in a much different NBA role and situation, but that's not always the case, so it's worth monitoring.
Going 2 points, he's only gotten off 1 shot. And that pass taken away. Ivey with a full head of steam, splits him and lays it in.
4 from the field. Here's Barrett now with Edie on him. Try to get it back door, really, an ill-advised. And
and he throws it right.
Quote, Jaws, they're going to need a bigger boat.
Davis against his former teammate Jaden Ivey, pulls it up, and
A minute to go in an awesome first half. Curbelo.
says himself.
Inside, finishing with that high percentage look. Wow.
And Mulcahy. As it changed the game against Michigan, where he torched them in ball screen too. Curbelo.
Get it away from him. Do not let him touch it.
Ivey trying to stay with Pickett, doing a good job.
Sebron here tonight.
Ivey almost got a steal there. The talented freshman Smith on the talented sophomore.
I think I would bet on him eventually being better in the league, but he's got to break some of those habits. It is, though, very hard not to be intrigued by someone who can do things like this at his best.
Down 5. Lundy stripped by Ivey.
Ivey with the steal. Beautiful dunk.
There's another theft. Ramey ahead of the field. And look at Ivey.
Morton getting physical up top with play call. Ivey with another steal. He's going to lay down another one and a win.
Johnson, they don't have numbers. He takes it to the rack, and Ivey.
Richie, who's been there for years, is the trainer. If possible, they'll be back.
It's Ivey.
Jaden Ivey is our player of the game, brought to you by Purdue by 3. Ivey long 80. Extra pass. Ivey long triple. In and out.
For Jaden Ivey, I see him at his best becoming this dynamic all-star combo guard who really worked on his in-between game and used his tools to be a force in multiple areas of the game. And then floor-wise, an energy or change of pace guard who's probably your first guy off the bench. I think he's a top 5 lock that's quietly in the mix for one of the top picks. And out of those top teams, I think he fits best with Detroit or Indiana, and maybe even the Knicks if they can get a little lottery luck.
6 to shoot, but don't shoot the truth. Oladipo, step back. He splits the defense.
He beat him.
Oladipo to the basket again.
He splits the defense. And Oladipo.
I think last Friday. Yeah, doesn't matter what color sneakers you wear with those uniforms.
So Bridges, for half a second, thinks he has to step to the next guy. That allows Morant to step.
Adams sets the screen. John!
This Miami Heat team locking down here to start.
Max Strus in. Morant got away from him. Regression to the mean can be mean. Morant down the lane, a scoop.
Jaden Ivey put together such an exciting season and consistently proved himself to be one of the better draft prospects in the class. While he still needs to put some things together, he has athleticism you can acquire and a clear pathway for him to reach his ceiling and still outperform his draft spot, even though it will likely still be very high.
O'Shea gon' be the first, so I'll forever be the second. Who rep Lamar Park is something you ain't got a question. They like, damn, grown up, better than we expect.
You can see it upon my show.